Look, come here. That's a deer track. That's a deer track.
Got a bunch of deer tracks over here. What? There's a bunch of deer tracks.
What I'm doing here, this is for my grazing. So we put this food plot in last week, right before we got the northeaster, and it's really wet now. But this is for my grazing. Tell how much, you know, the deer are grazing and how tall the plant should be without them grazing. But as you can see, there's deer tracks all over the place. So the crock of crap that people say about, oh, you've ruined the woods or you've scared off all the deer, my tracks tell me otherwise. And they're not small tracks. As you can see, they're fairly big tracks. And they're all over the place out here. And there's nothing here to eat. Not yet. So this food plot we planted clover, and then we put some Antler King honey hole on the outskirts, in the surrounding of the property, and then we put blind spot over here to block, to grow up high, to block that and make the deer feel more safe, because it's a nice, grows tall and kind of gives them a secluded area. So, but again, we got hit by a northeastern right after we had planted this, limed it and all that, and you can still see some of the lime hasn't been dissolved. We're trying to spray today a liquid lime, but it's just too soft. We can't. I'm gonna have to come back in a couple weeks when this dries out a little bit and see if we can do it then. What I'm doing, this is 4 apple trees. And the reason we have 4 is apple trees need another apple tree of a different species to pollinate. Is a Liberty apple. And you know, you're probably gonna wonder why I'm putting mulch. And that's a weed barrier that we put, but the reason I'm putting mulch is because it retains moisture. These apple trees are for future. This year, if you know, we get any buds or anything, we're going to cut them off. The tree's too young to actually be able to hold the weight of the apples. We actually are going to cage them in today, so the deer can't eat them and nip at them. It's a long-term benefit by letting the tree grow and develop. When you cut the buds off, it actually sends the nutrients and back into development stage, so it's not taken away from the tree. And we don't want it growing too early and not being able to actually establish and hold the weight of the fruit. So that's why we're going to dig them in first for a couple years, and you know, we'll let them grow. But as you can see, so these they've already been pruned. I should bring them out, stake them, and bring them out to dig up my stakes and stuff here, to bring these bigger limbs out. And you never want, so like this one here, when it comes out, it's actually not going to be covering. You don't want any of the younger ones or any of the branches being covered by other branches. They won't get sunlight, and they'll just be useless when you prune them. So I'll be doing that shortly.
Game over.